Have you ever seen your cat vomiting and didn't know whether it was something normal or if you needed to rush to the vet? That's a very common question among cat owners. Vomiting might seem like a routine thing, but it can also be a sign that something more serious is going on. In this video, we're going to talk about what your cat's vomit can tell you about their health. We'll look at the difference between vomiting and regurgitation, explore what each color might mean, and most importantly, learn what to do in each situation. All explained in a simple, straightforward way, based on reliable sources from veterinary medicine. If you have a cat at home and want to take even better care of them with love and attention, stick with us until the end. This content can help you spot important signs and act confidently when your furry friend needs help. And if you enjoy learning more about your pet's behavior and want to give them a happier, healthier life, subscribe to our channel. We post daily videos made with care and responsibility just for you. The difference between vomiting and regurgitation. Have you ever seen your cat spit something up and wondered if it was really vomiting? A lot of people confuse vomiting with regurgitation, but understanding the difference between the two is essential to know when to worry and when to just keep an eye on things. Vomiting is an active process. Cats usually show signs before they vomit. They might get restless, lick their lips repeatedly, make strange throat noises, and even crouch down as if preparing. When vomiting happens, you'll see visible abdominal contractions, and what comes out often has a strong smell, may contain bile and bits of kibble or partially digested food. Sometimes there might be fur, foam, or liquid. Regurgitation, on the other hand, is quite different. It happens quickly and passively, without abdominal effort. The cat might just cough or gag slightly, and the food comes out almost whole, often right after eating. The regurgitated material usually has a cylindrical shape, as if molded by the esophagus, and doesn't have that strong digested food smell. Being able to tell these two behaviors apart really helps when deciding whether to call the vet or just observe. Occasional regurgitation might be something simple, like eating too fast, while frequent vomiting could point to more serious issues like gastritis, poisoning, or even liver disease. So next time your cat spits something up, pay close attention. Did they strain their belly? Were they restless beforehand? Did what came out smell strong or look like whole food? What color was it? These clues will help you better understand what's going on with your feline friend. What the color of the vomit can tell you. When your cat vomits, one of the first things you can look at is the color of what was expelled. That color can give you valuable clues about what's going on inside their body. It's like the body is trying to communicate with you through visual signals. Let's start with yellow or green vomit. This usually means there's bile present, a substance produced by the liver and stored in the gallbladder. Bile tends to show up when the stomach has been empty for a long time or when there's irritation in the digestive tract. It can be a sign of gastritis, pancreatitis, liver issues, or even the result of prolonged fasting. If this happens often, it's something to keep an eye on. This color can also appear when a cat eats toxic plants, which irritate the stomach and trigger vomiting as a defense mechanism. White or foamy vomit is usually less concerning, but it still deserves attention. It can happen when a cat drinks too much water or eats too quickly. It might also point to mild stomach inflammation, especially if it comes with signs like lethargy or loss of appetite. Brown vomit can be a warning sign. That color might indicate the presence of digested blood, which can occur in cases of ulcers or intestinal blockages. This situation calls for a vet checkup, especially if other symptoms are present, like abdominal pain or dark stools. If the vomit is bright red, that means there's fresh blood. It could be due to an injury in the mouth, esophagus, or stomach. This is an emergency, and your cat should be taken to the vet immediately. Black vomit is also very concerning. It may indicate internal bleeding, with the blood already digested by the body. That dark color is a clear sign that something serious is happening and should never be ignored. Finally, there's clear vomit, which is usually made up of water or gastric secretions. It can show up when the cat has an empty stomach or mild gastritis. If it's a one-time thing, it's usually not serious, but if it happens repeatedly, it's worth investigating. And we can't forget about hairballs. When a cat vomits fur, it's usually related to grooming habits, especially during cleaning. It's common, particularly in long-haired cats or during shedding seasons. However, if this type of vomiting becomes frequent, it might mean the cat is accumulating too much fur in the digestive tract. That can be dangerous. In some cases, hairballs aren't eliminated naturally and end up causing intestinal blockages, which require veterinary intervention. Paying attention to the color of the vomit is a simple and effective way to better understand your cat's health. What to do in each case. Now that you know how to tell vomiting from regurgitation and understand what each color might mean, it's time to learn what to do in each situation. After all, identifying the problem is important, but knowing how to respond with care and confidence is even more crucial. If the vomiting is occasional and mild, like white foam, clear liquid, or hairballs, you can start by observing your cat's behavior. Are they still active? Eating normally? If so, it might just be a reaction to an empty stomach or excess fur. In these cases, brushing your cat more often can help a lot, especially if they have long hair. It's also a good idea to offer food in smaller portions and use slow feeder bowls, which help your cat eat more calmly and avoid choking. If needed, talk to your vet about using special pastes or diets that help eliminate hair from the digestive system. Now, if the vomit is yellow, green, or brown, it's time to pay closer attention. These colors can indicate the presence of bile or even digested blood, which may be linked to gastritis, liver issues, or intestinal problems. If this happens more than once a month, or if it comes with other symptoms like lethargy, diarrhea, or loss of appetite, it's best to consult a veterinarian. Avoid making sudden changes to your cat's diet and try to maintain a consistent feeding routine. Sometimes, just going too long without food can trigger this kind of vomiting. There are cases where green vomit is caused by eating toxic plants. So if your cat has access to plants indoors or outdoors, it's important to check whether any of them could be harmful. And if the vomit is bright red or black, don't wait. These are emergency signs. Red may indicate recent bleeding, possibly from an injury in the esophagus or stomach. Black could be digested blood, pointing to internal bleeding. In these situations, take your cat to the vet immediately. Don't try to medicate at home, as that could make things worse. A professional will know exactly which tests to run and what treatment to follow, which may include medication, fluids, or even hospitalization. As we've seen throughout this video, your cat's vomit can be much more than just a minor inconvenience. It's a signal, a way for their body to communicate that something isn't right. And remember, vomiting isn't a disease, it's a symptom. It's showing you that something is happening inside your cat's body. The sooner you act, the better the chances of resolving the issue calmly and effectively. If you notice any changes in your cat's behavior, don't hesitate to seek professional advice. Now tell us in the comments, has your cat ever vomited in any of these colors? How did you handle it? If you found this content helpful, share it with other cat owners, and don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications to get more tips on caring for your pet. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.